Hi all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to focus on fundamental concept of calculus. To start the fundamental concept of the calculus, I'll start with the rate of change. The constant rates, the rate of change of y with respect to x is expressed as change in y divided by change in x. That means y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We know this is in general, this is the gradient of in between 2 points. If we consider the 2 points, x1 and y1, the other point is x2 and y2. We know the gradient is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is the rate of change of the y with respect to x. Actually, a larger or the steeper gradient means a more rapid rate of change. Okay, let's see some examples. The first one here, water is being poured into a container at a constant rate. Sketch the graph of the height of the water against the time. Think about this is the horizontal change, such as the difference of this is the vertical change of y2 minus y1. However, from here to here, because it says the water is being poured into the container at a constant rate, means the change of the y is constant. Change of the y is constant, but from here to here, x is constant. That means from here to here, the gradient is like this. After that, if you go to this part, what happened? The gradient is little bit steeper than this, again more steeper than this. We have discussed the constant rates of change. Now let's move to the non-constant rates. Non-constant rates. Sketch a graph of height of the water against the time for the situation where water is being poured steadily into the container below. Actually, this is the container. As we increase the height of the container, it decreases. That means the rate of change of the height is not constant. In other words, the relationship between the height and the width is not directly proportional, and the rate at which the height changes is depend on the width. Since the width decreases when we increase the height, the rate of change increases. Therefore, the graph is this way, like this. Let's move to the average rate of change. The average rate of change approximates the actual gradient over an interval. Find the average speed t is equal to 5 to t is equal to 10. When t is equal to 5, what is the distance? 5 and 2.5. T is equal to 10, 10 and 10. If I take this point is P, this point is Q, I'll draw the line, or then we can consider PQ as a secant of this curve. Then the gradient of the secant, or it is, if it is M, 10 minus 2.5 over 10 minus 5. This is 7.5 over 5. It is 1.5. If we go beyond, the average rate of change represents how fast a function changes over a given interval. It is calculated by dividing the change in the output divided by the change in the input. Let's see. For the function with the rule fx is this one. Here, f of 1, that means when x is equal to 1, this is the input. What is the output? 1 square minus 3 times 1, it is negative 2. F of 2, 2 square minus 3 times 2, 4 minus 6, it is again negative 2. When x is equal to 1, y is equal to negative 2. When x is equal to 2, y is equal to negative 2. Now, we have to think about the change of the outputs. That means negative 2 minus 2 divided by 2 minus 1. 0 divided by 1 is, it is 0. Average rate of change is 0. Let's go to the next example. F of 1.5. F of 1.5 means 1.5 square minus 3 times 1.5. 1.5 square is 2.25 minus 4.5. Negative 2.25 is the answer. 1 and negative 2, 1.5 and negative 2.25. Now, negative 2 minus 2.25, 1 minus 1.5, 0.25 divided by negative 0.5. The answer is negative 0.5. This is the average rate of change. Let's go to next example. It is f of 1.1. That means f of 1.1 is equal to 1.1 whole square minus 3 times 1.1. 1.21 minus 3.3. This is negative 2.09. X is equal to 1. The f of 1 is negative 2. X is equal to 1.1. F of 1.1 is negative 0.09. The average rate of change is negative 2 minus 0.209 divided by 1 minus 1.1. This is 0.09 divided by negative 0.1. It is 0.9. Let's go beyond. Then the average rate of change of y is equal to fx over the interval x and x plus h is found by calculating the gradient. We know that the secant between the points x and fx and fx, when x is equal to x, y coordinate is x and fx. When x is equal to x plus h and f of x plus h. Now what is the average rate of change? y2 minus y1. That means f of x plus h minus f of x divided by x plus h minus x. X and x get cancelled. Therefore, f of x plus h minus fx over h. If I take the vertical height is delta y and the horizontal distance is delta x, then the delta y divided by delta x is f of x plus h minus fx divided by h. Okay. Now, one of the other examples. Find the average rate of change of the function with the rule fx is equal to x square minus 2x plus 3 over the interval 3 and 3 plus h. Now we have to calculate f of 3 square minus 2 times 3 plus 3, 9 minus 6 plus 3, it is 6. F of 3 plus h, you have to substitute 3 plus h whole square minus twice 3 plus h plus 3. This is 9 plus 6h plus h square minus 6 minus 2h plus 3. 9 minus 6 is 3, 3 and 3 is 6. 6 plus 6h plus h square minus 2h, or 6 plus 4h plus h square. Now, f of 3 plus h minus f of 3 over h, it is 6 plus 4h plus h square minus 6 over h. We can simplify h times 4 plus h over h. Actually, the average rate of change is 4 plus h. Okay. The next example is let fx is equal to 2x square plus 5x plus 6. Find the average rate of change over the interval x and x plus h. Now we know what the f of x is. F of x is equal to 2x square plus 5x plus 6. Then f of x plus h is equal to 2 times x plus h square plus 5 times x plus h plus 6. Now we have to consider f of x plus h minus f of x over h. Twice x plus h square plus 5 times x plus h plus 6 minus 2x square plus 5x plus 6 over x plus h minus x. Now we have to simplify the numerator of the right hand side. Twice x square plus 2x h plus h square 5x plus 5h plus 6 minus 2x square minus 5x minus 6 over h. Now we know that 2 times x square is 2x square and this minus 2x square get cancelled. 5x and 5x get cancelled. 6 and 6 plus 6 and minus 6. Then the right hand side is 4xh plus 2h square plus 5h divided by h. If I take h as the common factor, h divided by h, 4x plus 2h plus 5. Then the average rate of change is 4x plus 2h plus 5. In this video, I had discussed the mathematical concepts of the rate of change and the average rate of change. In my next video, I am going to focus on instantaneous rate of change and the other concepts on the derivatives. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel to watch my new videos. Thank you.